Om Sai Ram. This is Shri Sai Satcharitra, Chapter 8, Importance of Human Birth. In this wonderful universe, God has created billions of creatures or beings inhabiting heaven, hell, earth, ocean, sky, and other intermediate regions. Of these, those creatures or souls whose merits preponderate go to heaven and live there till they enjoy the fruits of their actions, and when this is done, they are cast down, while those souls whose sins or demerits preponderate go down to hell and suffer the consequences of their misdeeds for so long a time as they deserve. When their merits and demerits balance each other, they are born on earth as human beings and are given a chance to work out their salvation. Ultimately, when their merits and demerits both drop down completely, they get their deliverance and become free. To put the matter in a nutshell, souls get births or transmigrations according to their deeds and intelligence. Special value of the human body. As we all know, four things are common to all creatures: food, sleep, fear, and sexual union. In the case of man, he is endowed with a special faculty, that is knowledge, with the help of which he can attain God vision, which is impossible in any other birth. It is for this reasons that God envy man's fortune and aspire to be born as men on earth, so as to get their final deliverance. Some say that there is nothing worse than the human body, which is full of filth, mucus, phlegm, and dirt, which is subjected to decay, disease, and death. This is no doubt true to an extent, but in spite of these drawbacks and defeats, the special value of human body is that man has got the capacity to acquire knowledge. It is only due to the human knowledge that one can think of perishable and transitory nature of the body itself and of the world, and get a disgust of the sense of enjoyments, and can discriminate between real and unreal, thus attaining God vision. So if we reject or neglect the body because it is filthy, we lose the chance of God vision, and if we fondle it and run after sense enjoyments because it is precious, we go to hell. The proper course, therefore, for us to pursue the following: that the body should neither be neglected nor fondled, but should properly be cared for, just as a traveller on horseback take care of his pony on the way till he reaches his destination. Thus the body should ever be used or engaged to attain God vision or self-realization, which is the supreme end of life. It is said that though God created various sorts of creatures, he was not satisfied, for none of them was able to know and appreciate his work. So he had to create a special being, man, and endow him with a special faculty, knowledge. When he saw that man was able to appreciate his Leela, he was highly pleased and satisfied. So it is good luck to get a human body, better luck to get birth in a Brahmin family, and best one to get an opportunity of having recourse to Sai Baba's feet and surrendering to him. Man's endeavor. Realizing how precious the human life is, and knowing that death is certain and may snatch us at any time, we should be ever alert to achieve the object of our life. We should not make the least delay, but make every possible haste to gain our object, just as a widower is much anxious to get himself married to a new bride, or just as a king leaves no stone unturned to seek his lost son. With all earnestness and speed, we should strive to attain our end, self-realization. Casting aside sloth and laziness, warding off drowsiness, we should day and night meditate on the self. If we fail to do this, we reduce ourselves to the level of beasts. The most effective and speedy way to gain our object is to approach a worthy saint, sage, who himself has attained God vision. What cannot be achieved by hearing religious lectures is easily obtained by the company of such souls. Just as the sun alone gives light, which is all the stars put together cannot do, so the Sadguru alone imparts spiritual wisdom, which all the sacred books and sermons cannot infuse. His movements and simple talks can give us silent advice. The virtue of forgiveness, calmness, charity, benevolence, control of mind and body are observed by the disciples as they are being practiced in such pure and holy company. This enlightens their mind and lifts up spiritually. Sai Baba was such a sage or a Sadguru. He acted as a fakir, he always engrossed in the self. He always loved all beings in whom he saw God or divinity. By pleasures, he was not elated. He was not depressed by misfortunes. He whose glaze would turn a beggar into a king used to beg his food from door to door in Shirdi. Baba begging food. Blessed are the people of Shirdi in front of whose houses Baba stood as a beggar and called out, "O Lassi, give me a piece of bread," and spread out his hand to receive the same. In one hand he carried a tin pot, in other hand a zoli, a rectangular piece of cloth. He regularly visited certain houses, went from door to door. Liquid or semi-liquid things such as soup, vegetables, milk were received in the tin pot, while cooked rice, bread and solid things were taken in the zoli. Baba's tongue knew no taste. He had acquired a control over his tongue. So how could he care for the taste of different things collected together? Whatever things he got in his zoli and the tin pot were mixed together and partaken by Baba to his heart's content. Whether particular things were tasty or otherwise was never noticed by Baba, as his tongue was devoid of the sense of taste altogether. The food thus collected was thrown into a kundi, that is earthen pot. Dog, cats and freely ate from Baba and never drove them away. The women who swept the floor of the masjid took 12 pieces of bread to her house. Nobody prevented her from doing so. How could he, who even in dreams never warded off cats, dogs by harsh words and sign, refuse to food to poor helpless people? Blessed indeed is the life of such noble person. People in Shirdi took him in the beginning for a mad fakir. He was known in the village by this name. No one, how could one who lived on alms by begging a few crumbs of bread be revered and respected? But this fakir was very liberal. Though he looked fickle and restless from outside, he was firm and steady inside. His way was inscrutable. Still, even in that small village, there was very kind few people who recognized and regarded him as great soul. Tatya Kote's mother, Bayaji Bai, used to go to the woods every noon with a basket on her head containing bread and vegetables. She roamed in the jungle after coos, trampling over bushes and shrubs in search of the mad fakir. After hunting him out, fell at his feet. The fakir sat calm and motionless while she placed a leaf before him, spread the vegetables, bread, etc. Thereon fed him forcibly. Wonderful was her faith and service. Every day she roamed at noon in the jungles and forced Baba to partake of lunch. Her service, Upasana, by whatever name we call it, was never forgotten by Baba till his Mahasamadhi. Remembering fully what service she rendered, Baba benefited her son magnificently. Both the son and the mother had great faith in the fakir, who was their god. Baba said often to them that fakir was the real lordship, as it was everlasting, and so-called lordship was transient. After some years, Baba left off going into the woods, began to live in the village and take his food in the masjid. From that time, Bayaji Bai troubles of roaming in the jungle ended. Even blessed are the saints in whose Lord Vasudev dwells, and fortunate indeed are the devotees who get the benefit of company of such saints. Two such fortunate fellows, Tatya Kote Patil and Bhagat Mahalspati, equally shared the company of Sai Baba. Baba also loved them. These three persons slept in the masjid with their heads on towards east, west and north, with their feet touching one another, stretching their beds, and they lay on them, chit-chatting and gossiping till late midnight. If any one of them showed any signs of sleep, others would wake him up. For instance, if Tatya began to snore, Baba at once got up and shook him from side to side and pressed his head. If it was Mahalsapati, he hugged him close, stroked his leg and kneaded his back. In this way, for full 14 years, Tatya, leaving his parents at home, slept in the masjid. How happy and never to be forgotten were those days. how to measure that love, how to value the grace of Baba. After the passing of his father, Tatya took charge of the household and began to sleep at home. Baba loved Ganpat Kote Patil of Shirdi. He equally loved Chandra Banset Marwadi of Rahata. After the demise of Sheth, Baba loved his nephew Kushal Chand equally, or even perhaps more, watched his welfare day and night, sometimes in a bullock cart, at other times in a tanga with intimate friends. Baba went to Rahata. People of that village came out with band music and received Baba at the gate of the village and prostrated before him. Then he was taken into the village with great pomp and ceremony. Kushal Chand took Baba to his house, seated him on a comfortable seat, and gave him a good lunch. They freely talked merrily for some time, after which Baba returned to Shirdi, giving delight and blessing to all. Shirdi is midway between and equidistant from Rahata on one side and Neemgaon on the other. Baba never went beyond these places during his lifetime. He never saw any railway train nor travelled by it, but still he knew the exact timing of the arrival and departure of all trains. Devotees who acted according to Baba's instructions, which were given by him at the time of taking his leave, fared well, while those who disregarded them suffered many a mishap and accident. More about this and other matters will be told in the next chapter. Bow to Shri Sai, peace be to all.